The arrest of a parent over the alleged action of an adult child has once again ignited a national debate on justice, human rights, and the limits of law enforcement in Nigeria. The Bible spoke about the sins of the father being visited on the son and not the other way round, as we see in the case of Prince Adeyemi and his father. The Adamawa State arrest in 2019, where two fathers, Buba and Idris Abdullahi, were arrested and detained for 3 days by the police. They were held in place of their sons, who were the actual prime suspects in a kidnapping case. This sparked local outcry over the illegality of the practice. The recent detention of Prince Adeyemi Adeniyi's father reportedly after security operatives failed to locate his son over allegations linked to a fake government agency has divided public opinion. While some insist every suspect must face justice, others question whether a father should bear the burden of accusation against his son. Human rights advocates describe the practice as arrest by proxy, a method repeatedly condemned by Nigerian courts and civil society organizations. They argue that law enforcement agencies must pursue suspects through lawful investigations rather than exerting pressure on relatives who may have no connection to the alleged offense. Speaking with legal expert Barrister Kingdom Okere said, this practice is no longer in vogue and it is not recognized anymore.
Under the administration of Criminal Justice Act, it used to be the old practice. Old practice. What the police has done is the old practice where you commit a crime in those days. Police will come looking for you and arrest your mother, arrest your father, arrest your children, arrest your sisters, even passerby, people that are not related to you. That used to be the old practice. And they now hold those people like those people are being held in place of somebody that has committed a crime. You cannot substitute the identity of somebody that has committed a crime. So under the administration of Criminal Justice Act, it has been long expunged, from our criminal justice administration. So what the police has done is not just only unconstitutional, it's illegal.
He further said since the culprit mentioned an accomplice to the crime, he should be arrested and investigated.
Nigerian police or whoever that went to arrest his father should bury their face in shame. If it's the DSS or the IG, whoever that gave the order to arrest that man's father should also know that he too has a father. Nigeria is not a banana republic. This is not Benin Republic. At least we have laws. What they have done is not just unconstitutional, it's illegal. It is no longer the practice in Nigeria. It is no longer the law. Under the administration of Criminal Justice Act of 2015, it is no longer the law. You cannot arrest a man in place of another. Since last year, Gbajabi Amila claimed the flag, the man's fake appointment or fake office. What were you people doing? You did not apprehend him. Now you are going to apprehend his father. Release his father.
According to the 1999 Nigerian Constitution, Section 35 as amended, it guarantees every citizen the right to personal liberty and fair hearing. Legal experts argue that except where there is evidence that a family member aided, conspired, concealed evidence or actively participated in a crime, arresting or detaining a relative merely because the primary suspect cannot be found raises serious constitutional concerns. Arresting relatives to force a suspect to surrender is explicitly prohibited under Section 7 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act. According to Chris Ibeaji, arresting an aged man in place of his son is unconstitutional and should be frowned at.
I don't know what the security agency or agents want to achieve by taking the father. The father has not caused any infractions. So why take the father? That is arm twisting. We know that this is a high-profile case. It's uncalled for, totally uncalled for. To go and pick the father to force him to come out does not tally at all. It's offensive to the ears. It is unfair It is unkind.
Human rights lawyer Femi Falana has also criticized the Nigerian police force over its handling of the questioning of the father of Prince Adeyemi, saying there was no justification for taking the elderly man to a police station. Speaking during an interview with BBC Yoruba published on Wednesday, the father of Prince Adeyemi said the police operatives released him after taking down his statement. As investigations continue into the alleged fake agency, the broader conversation now extends beyond the allegations themselves. It has become a test of how law enforcement balances the pursuit of justice with the protection of the fundamental right guaranteed to every Nigerian. Adeyemigate for True Vision Television, Abuja.